Yeah, the rib cage. So with an electric knife, which I was gonna bring, you can just make one cut and go all the way across and saw through it.
I'm in the classroom, waiting.
Nobody's
in here.
Is there a mouse in there? Okay.
But when you're doing it by hand like this, that'll get this knife super dull. So you want to try to avoid cutting through the ribs. So I know a lot of people cut straight down right here, but then there's some meat right here that you're gonna miss. So what I always do is start right here, cut down, angle it right around there until you hit that spine. Yeah. Every time it moves now, it's just gonna be nerves. So
And it will.
now I'm down to the spine right here. I turn my knife. I don't know if you guys can see it. It goes from over here, and then you just kind of slide your knife right along the spine. I'm putting pressure down, and you don't really need to cut as much as slides. And why my knife is stopping right there is because of that rib cage.
So you feel more resistance?
Yeah. So every time I feel a hit, I just come back down, and all of a sudden, right now, the rib cage stopped right there. So I'm poking the rib cage, and all of a sudden it goes through. So that means you can just angle it down. I'm putting pressure down. I'm not really cutting as much as I'm just sliding it along. You can feel the bones when you cut all the way through. So that's what it looks like now. The ribs are still attached. So now you carefully just hold it up with this finger. Just go along the bone.
How many of you eat tilapia?
See the ribs there? That's why when I was going in, I was making shortcuts. It's because I was hitting that ribs. And then when it poked through, I was past it.
It's sauteed though. So you don't get it back.
That's what makes it easier when you're going to take that meat off there. You feel it for bones. If you're using an electric knife and you just cut straight across, you'd have to get all these out later. And by doing that, they would all be right here. So you just take it and go like that.
What is your preferred way of doing it?
I like it like this. I can usually get everything. It depends how many I'm doing. If I'm doing 400 bluegills, I'll use the electric one and go crazy. But,
You ever hit yourself?
yeah. Every once in a while, I'll get too careless.
Too excited.
So if you don't scale it, you can put them in a scaler and it takes the scales off. The skin will still be on, but we didn't do that. So what you do is hold the very edge because you want to get as much meat as you can. And just cut in until you get to the skin. And the skin won't cut too easy. But you're doing the same thing and you're angling it, putting pressure, and just making it slide pretty much. Because you want to scrape it all off the best you can.
Beautiful.
And it pretty much cleans it up. So then you can just check it over again for bones, and that's one.
The other side.
Yeah, and if you do them good, if you do them both good on both sides, you should be able to hold it up to the light and see right through it. See that? So we'll do the same thing.
Now I'm taking a video that Mr. McCall does when we did it. Don't look so.
So now you do the same thing, you just go right along that spine. And remember the rib cage right there? So now I'm just hitting it. The second side is always harder. And then there, it went all the way through. Just take it. Slide it through. Which I could have gone deeper there, see how there's still meat there. That means I didn't have enough pressure down. But there's still enough. Just gonna carve along again. See that right there? You can usually tell because it's a little lighter. That's a bone. So, and so is that. So what you do is you just start right here, and you want to take as low meat off as possible, and just take it out. Now you do the same thing. And then now you have two. See how this side is a little better? It's a lot cleaner. It's closer to the bones. This side, I didn't have enough pressure, so the knife came up a little bit. But yeah.
You have a